So I think there's been a long-standing promise of private cellular networks bringing something of value to the enterprise, but that promise hasn't really been realized. And what stood in the way of that has been a couple of things. One, availability of spectrum, and two, just the sheer complexity of the cellular networks. So one of the things that I think is going to happen in the coming years is that it will become much easier for enterprises to deploy private cellular networks and to make them do exactly what they want them to do. From the point of view of deployment, I expect that it will become eventually as easy to add a cellular node to your enterprise network as it is to plug an access point into an Ethernet port and just have it appear in the management tool like in Aruba Central. From device points of view, I expect we've come to realize that Wi-Fi and cellular networks are going to overlap. They're going to live together. Devices are going to be capable of operating in both networks. They're going to traverse these networks. And it's going to become really important to manage that mobility and to manage the identities of devices in corresponding ways as they move onto a 5G network or 6G network and a Wi-Fi 6, 7, or 8 network. And this will become relatively commonplace in enterprises. Right now, I think there's a sort of the after effects of the hype of 5G. One tends to think of very niche applications and of harsh environments or extreme network conditions. I think that the success of private cellular networks is really going to be about much less dramatic uses, extending coverage areas, segregating traffic, handling highly mobile client devices. So I think what we're going to see is that 5G becomes less dramatic, but more pervasive, and that this is going to bring lots of flexibility to enterprises to figure out exactly what sort of network they need and where, and to easily deploy it.